Ladies and gentlemen, the Mail and Guardian's 200 Young South Africans list was founded in 2006 as a feature aimed at celebrating and acknowledging young South Africans that were doing amazing things in their community, impactful, progressive, and innovative things, not just locally, but on a national level as well. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. Over 4,000 nominations are received annually. So to be part of that 200 is extremely important and worthy of celebration. Sitting on my left, your right, is Ras Hein Scheepers, and he happens to be part of that list for 2025. Ras is a cultural heritage practitioner and a grassroots activist that has done so much, not just in the garden route, but even beyond. We're happy to celebrate him, and he happens to also be one of the very few people from this area that has ever been on that list. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Ras Hein Scheepers, my brother. How you doing?
Greetings.
100%.
Greetings. Hallo almal groete aan uh, the viewers of the George Herald
Yeah.
clip here. We are here to basically say thank you to my community. Thank you to all across the garden route in George, my teachers, my parents,
Yeah.
my life partners,
Yeah.
and my elders and everyone, and even to the George Herald for walking the path with us for the past 15 years while we were doing the work soos ons die werk
Yes.
gedoen het,
Yes.
So yeah, dankie vir die oomblik. Thanks for the moment.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Man, Russ, I really want to start from the beginning, brother, right? Like, we'll talk about why this is so important. But I really want to start from the beginning with you and ask, what is your why? And the reason, let me contextualize that for you. You've done a lot and you're doing a lot, but it's important to really understand what is it that drives that work? What is it that really fuels that passion?
I think it's something that was just a spark in me from a very young age, right? I was always off the spectrum in that sense. And I've always been involved, right, at school with different activities, always trying to get something extra beyond the normal curriculum.
Yeah.
So since, let's say, primary school, I've always been partaking in workshops,
Yeah.
groups coming to the school.
Yeah.
High school, I got involved with, student leadership, different NGO programs being run in the schools, was part of the faith-based organizations at schools. It's always been also, having a close relationship with
Yeah.
the Creator, the Most High, and it's always been a spark, right? So
Yeah.
I've always been just growing since high school, and then going to university. Dropped out of biology, unfortunately.
I was about to ask,
Fortunately,
yeah,
but
yeah.
even at university, student activism, campus politics, the different student structures. Basically, there we started to get involved with civil society, right? Since high school, but stepping into my adult space, university, taught me about championing causes and advocacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. And then you mentioned it. It was interesting for me to find out that the first thing that you wanted to do was teaching. And then that kind of changed. And talk to us about that. That's a
So
quite,
on
yeah.
school, because of the influence
The
teachers
education.
had on me,
Okay,
right?
nice.
And seeing someone, instructing you, giving you wisdom, teaching you about life, because I was always able to agitate the teachers to a
Yes,
point whereby we speaking about life, besides the subject matter.
course,
Because
yeah.
usually I was a bright guy, so I would be finished with my
the
work and then
schoolwork.
disrupting the class.
Yeah.
So I saw the impact teachers could have. So
sure.
I identified myself as an educator, right? And I'm still an educator. I still, provide thinking within the public, present thinking within the public sphere, within the public discourse. So that people can wake up, so that people can think, providing analysis on various layers. So I think that's why, I wanted to be a teacher, but I wanted to do biology so I can do then a teacher's diploma, right? Because I was also in love with biology because of the systems and how, you know, the hormones and the different organs and the environment and the niche of the animals and the ecology
As a
and
whole.
systems thinking. So I was always attracted to systems thinking, you know, taking things apart and putting things
Putting them
together.
together.
Yeah.
Man, Russ, and so obviously, like I said, over 4,000 people annually are nominated from across the country to be part of this very prestigious list of 200 people. And you are on that list for the work that you do. Now, obviously, in this interview, we wouldn't be able to cover everything that you do, but I really want to ask you what that means to you, right? To be part of the Mail and Guardian's 200 Young South Africans list. Like, what does that mean? And really, when you think about just the journey getting up to this point, what has that been? What's that feeling, you know?
Challenges, barriers, blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, gatekeepers, naysayers, people, you know, claiming that your worldview or your approach is too radical, you know, it's communism, all of that. When you always just have a heart for welfare and a heart to see a shift in the equilibrium, you know. And so it's for 9 years, since 2017. You know, 2017 I attended Yali in Pretoria. George Herald also did a small cover on that, the small like little piece, just to mention that I went there. So on the 9th year, it's been, for me, it's a wonderful accolade because I'm not a graduate just yet. I'm struggling with that balance of work, finance, life. We are all aspirational. We are all having ambitions, and we need to, you know, just play a fair game at the end of the day, so that we can create wealth and share wealth on that level. But it's been a struggle, and I'm thankful. 2 years before I'm 35, because after 35 I won't be able to get the accolade or the recognition. So yeah, just to be listed at that level of society, right? You know, it gives me my stripes, you know. I'm giving myself the tick, you know, tick of approval. So thank you to all my
community,
fellows, my comrades, my leaders, my guiders, even you know, sometimes my adversaries, or you know, my opponents. One love, you know. Thank you for always giving me a bit of flack so I can prove
And fuel.
myself. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so that's that, and I trust that more doors will open, you right, and we can get the space and the platform to make a greater impact in society, in the lives of young people, in the lives of the masses, you know, and the people in general, whether it's the educated classes, the underclasses, the sophisticated classes, polite society, the elites, the working class, the general laborers. You know, yeah, we all need to find our space on the highway. There's a lane for everybody. Dis moet nie of jy uit ons pad uit te gaan om iemand anders, you know, af te druk. Ons moet uit ons pad uit gaan om iemand anders op te lig, in that sense. Thank you, man. So it's been a struggle, but I'm thankful unto the Lord, and to all beings, even the ancestors.
That's amazing, Russ, you know, and something that I really want to then touch on is the present moment. And I know you do a lot of things, you know, with the Adwa movement, which was interesting to find out that you started at 23. Obviously, you're the co-organizer for the Africa Day Festival. What are the next steps? How can people get involved? What's going on now? What are we looking at in the future?
Scale up, bigger budgets, more opportunities, create more opportunities. So yeah, the next milestone, right? We live in a democracy, and we always need to strive to deepen democracy. So I guess the more people we can teach to hold the state accountable, right? But that's what civil society is. So we will just continue to do the work. Hopefully, we will get scouted by people that need our capacities within the organizations, within the institutions, and then we will go and apply our skills in those spaces. People that need our consultancy services, whichever way, man. And ensure George becomes a vibrant metropolitan styled city, right, with more opportunities, with more recreation, with more space, with more culture, with more intellectual circles, and so forth. So we can only scale up and get bigger budgets and impact more lives. I think that would be it, you know.
Yeah.
And unite Africa in that
100%.
sense, you know, because we also work under those, not necessarily that we work under those mandates, but the AU, the UN, these global institutions, they provide frameworks and mandates whereby
Yes.
we can work to achieve a certain level of development, right? So that's it. So we will work within those channels, global governance, local governance, and create a better humanity, right? Across races, across religions,
Yes.
across languages, across genders, ethnicities, nation states, and in everything, and really create a humanity, right? Which is something all philosophers and even Robert Sobukwe, he spoke about, you know, we are part of the human race.
Yeah.
You know, and Bob Marley quoted the speech of His Majesty, until the color of a man's skin is no more significant than the color of his eyes, until there's no more first and second class citizens, there will be conflict, there will be war. So, you know, we need,
100%.
you know,
Yeah.
we don't need second
Yeah.
class and first class citizens. We don't need to look at each other for color or race or ethnicity or anything. And it will take education, it will take consciousness, bewusmaking tot om op tot daai punt te kom, you know. Even me, I've had to let go of prejudices, let go of ignorance, you know, and become a better leader for society. Thank you.
My man. Russ, we're proud of you all the time. You keep doing the amazing work
Yeah.
and inspiring us.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
so much. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Russ is an individual to celebrate, not just for this accolade, but for the years of work that he has put in up to this point and the many years that I know is ahead. We wish him good luck, 100%, and we'll chat soon.
Yeah,
Take
man.
care. 100%. Bless.
Blessed. Thank you.